Hey, this is Annie Veblen-McCarty, and I'm going to teach you how to be effortlessly productive. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I got sick and tired of experts preaching what business and life should look like and what I should be doing as a leader and to turn a profit, only to find myself wasting time, burned out, feeling inauthentic, and still not making any money. On this show, we are ditching the shoulds. I'm giving you permission to do business differently. As a certified master coach, I believe that everything you need to have success and build the life and business of your dreams is already living on the inside. I'm going to empower you to lean into what you do best, help you see your path forward clearly, and give you the strategy and action steps along the way to become effortlessly productive. Let's dive in.
Welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Productive. Today's episode is on one of my, what I call move the needle activities for my business. So if you've not listened to that episode, you can rewind back to one of my very first episodes I did on a tactic I use on my business strategy, which is to find something each day which is going to move the needle forward in my business so that I don't get so mired in the day-to-day details and the checking emails and messages and all those things. So what I'm going to talk about with you today in terms of moving the needle. So this is actually going to be more of a kind of all-encompassing, more general topic, I guess you could call it, rather than a very specific activity. But something I do in my business to move the needle forward is batching activities. Now, you may have heard about batching your content creation. So my content creation is one thing that I definitely batch with, and that helps me move the needle. For example, sometimes when I record these podcast episodes, it helps my brain, rather than just doing one episode each week, I will actually record a number of episodes at the same time, because when I am in that energy of wanting to share and teach and just give you so much energy, I usually get hyped up and I'm like, yes, let's go. And once I get in that rhythm, it's so easy to just keep hitting record and just have those juices flowing, right? Those creative juices. I know a lot of people that batch their other content as well, like social media posts for groups that they run, things like that, where it's really easy once we get into that content creation mode to create a whole lot of things. Once we're writing and typing, it's really easy to type more than one email rather than just one email or one social media post. When you're doing Reels videos or YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever, it might be easier to hit record on a whole bunch of them and then to go and batch edit them. And then you have a whole week or a whole month of Reels or TikToks to post. But I also wanted to share this because if you are not batching your content creation, that is one area where you can really move the needle in a huge way on your business and help you consolidate, help you use that energy and tap into that energy, especially if you are a woman and you are really tapping into your natural energy cycles. There are times of the month where content creation or that creative energy is flowing in different ways than others. So tapping into that energy can be hugely powerful for you and make things like content creation feel really, really easy rather than it being that daily slog. I also wanted to offer to you, though, the idea that when we batch, we can do this with other activities. So for me, for example, if I'm going to send out a bunch of invites, messages inviting people to an upcoming workshop that I have going on or an event or anything else, it's much easier for me to sit down and do a whole bunch of them, because once our brain gets into that flow and once we have a really good belief going on, like, I'm super excited to send these messages to share what I have coming up because I know this is literally going to change the lives of so many people today. Once we're in that space of that belief, it's easier to do a whole bunch of them or to do follow-ups. People who said they were interested and they haven't committed and fully gone through, whether that's purchasing or joining your group or whatever it is. It's a lot easier sometimes to follow up with a whole bunch of people than to do it little bit at a time. My episode on energy leaks. So I use the example of messages. For me also, and for a lot of people that I meet, it's easier to sit down a few days a week and get to those messages or emails or totally clear out your inbox rather than having it be that thing that's on your daily checklist. Now, all this to say, you need to find what works for you, because there are other people that I work with where they do better having just a couple of things. So let me send 3 messages and 3 follow-ups and write 1 post. So play with it. Find out what works for you. If batching is helpful, think of all the different ways that you can batch different activities in your business. I hope this was helpful. I can't wait to hear how batching goes for you. And I will catch you in the next episode of Effortlessly Productive.